Hi, this is Dundee from Booredatwork.com, and today we'll be doing a review, sort of sorts, but actually just a good look around of the Apple iPad. Now, there are many reviews out there, so what we're actually going to do is just look at the device, see its features, and just kind of play around with it. So let's take a look at the iPad. Now, hardware-wise, you can see it's a very slick device. It does have this very finger unfriendly touchscreen surface, which is very nice. Has one central button, which we all know is similar to the iPhone and iPod Touch. Now, ports, it does have a charging port here at the bottom. The speaker is also here at the bottom. There's a charging port in the speaker. On the side, you do have the physical lock button and your volume toggles here. And that's on the right hand side. Top of the device is the power button, and of course you have your 3.5mm jack, and there's nothing on the left hand side. At the back you have your Apple logo, metal casing. It's one solid piece, so you can actually change out the battery. The device feels a little weighted in the hands, which could be a good or bad thing, of course, but so let's take a look at the iPad itself. So device on. You do have your traditional iPhone S or iPod Touch lock screen, so you slide that to lock open. We have our iPad. Now, it's very similar to your iPhone OS. Actually, it's pretty much the same. On a larger scale, you do have your four central icons, your mail, which you can actually set up Microsoft Exchange, as well as Mobile Me, Gmail, Yahoo, AOL, as well as others, and it gives you a good variety of a million options to choose from, so which is very nice. Let's head out of there. You do have your iPod, or basically music player, so basically your list of music that you have on the system, your photos, as well as Safari, which is for your browsing. Now, you can scroll through and have different apps. You have different you can store as many apps as possible. Basically, it has, I believe this is a 16 gigabyte iPad. Actually, this is the 32, sorry about that. And yeah, so you can store a lot of apps on here. Again, it feels very nice. The interface is very smooth, which is very traditional of most Apple devices. They've done a very good job. Let's just check out some videos and check out system volume and things like that. So let's go into YouTube and let's check out a video. Let's search for Booredatwork. Now, this is how the keypad looks now. It's not easy to actually use two fingers on this, but you can definitely try. 1 second. So let's search for that. Now we have a couple of Booredatwork videos there. Now, cool thing here is we do have a list of all the videos. They are not in any particular order, which is kind of funny. So it doesn't actually list them in recent order or most viewed videos or things like that. But if you notice at the very bottom here of the screen, you can actually still jump to feature, top rated, most viewed, favorites, and also subscribe to this page if you want to. But so let's just check out the playback quality. Look at one of the videos. This is our Samsung.
Hi, this is Dundee from Booredatwork.com, and today we'll be doing.
So you can hear that. Actually, cool thing about the volume controls is, if you hold it down, it actually just takes it to mute, or you can bring it back up. I can hold it down, and that drops it down to mute immediately. I believe this rotates. Once you rotate it, you actually get a full screen view. Video looks very good. I mean, this is a 720p video, playing it off the iPad, so it looks very nice, very cool, very chic. So it's pretty cool. Once you turn it back up, it actually gives you more in-depth look. So it's just pretty nice. You can actually read about the vibrance, what we talked about on the review and things like that, and you can rate the video from and go through that whole process. So if we hit one of the items featured, you can also basically see what's featured on YouTube at this point in time. So
Just taking a quick
that's jumping look at the web browser, the Safari-based Safari browser on the iPad. Now, of course, the iPad doesn't support Flash, so I went to YouTube to see if I get some HTML5 support, or this will actually jump me to the YouTube browser, and it doesn't. So actually plays it directly off here, which HTML5. This is just a music video. I'm gonna stop that. Let's see. Check out one of our videos of Booredatwork. See what we get. Yeah, Booredatwork. Okie dokie. Alright, search for Booredatwork. Oh, sorry. I made a mistake. I should search in YouTube for Booredatwork. So we're searching, and a couple of videos coming. So let's check out one of our latest videos, and we can play directly off the browser, which is pretty nice. So YouTube does support HTML5.
And today I'll be doing a full review of the LG.
Pretty clear. It's 720p.
The LG Ally is LG.
Now let's see if we can see browsing speeds and things like that. Of course, there's no appropriate test here, but although this keyboard is a little bit cumbersome. Let's pinch to zoom on your browser. This is YouTube off. This is a YouTube embedded video, which see if we can play that off here.
Samsung Galaxy, right?
So the embedded video does play. I guess HTML5 is coded into YouTube fully through the embedded videos also. So like I said, the browser is pretty nice. We can go into our articles and check out videos and things like that. So it's pretty nice. Does show the page in full render, and yeah, so that's the web browser. You know, you have Google Maps, you have your calendar. Let's take a look at the settings and see what we have down here. Your general settings from Wi-Fi all the way down to your internet settings, your mail settings, your video settings, you know, passwords and things like that. So that's a lot you can do with it. I mean, the iPad as a whole, as a device, it's very nice. It's very well built, solid overall. I think Apple's done a great job. Of course, you know, there are benefits and there are sort of downsides to it at the same time, in the sense where you do have a very good multimedia device, which is very portable, but also feels a little weighted to hold continually. For instance, in the sense that if I was to be watching the movie for about 2 hours on this, though Apple is giving it some good balance and weight, which actually feels very good in the hands, I would love if it had a kickstand, kind of similar to the Evo, not comparing it to it, but just in the same vein, where I could just place it on a table in Anglo fashion and just watch a video, rather than continue holding it. So that's one thing to note. Also, the fact that there are no USB ports is sort of you know, I guess. Well, it is Apple, so of course you probably won't have that, but having a USB port, or at least you can add you know, your own videos and storage would be something that would be nice. And of course there is no camera on the device, so of course this I thought would have been a great device to do a lot of video conferencing on, especially if you had a camera, or at least a front-facing camera. And this would be a cool device to do video conferencing, to have it at home, take with you on the trip, or in the office or something like that. But in general, it's a very solid device. One thing to note though, it's very similar to you having an iPhone. So if you're very comfortable with your iPhone, you're also very comfortable. We're very comfortable with the iPad. If you use the iPhone, you'll be comfortable with the iPad. You make various apps. One more thing to look at is is iBooks, which I will do a comparison actually. And there are a couple of books here, and this you have the bookshelf look and all that. But I will actually do a compare contrast with the Kindle app as well as the iBooks. So we take a look at that. I will leave that to a separate review. But in general, it feels like an iPhone. To be honest, it does feel like a giant iPhone, and which a lot of people have said. So it's something I'm just reiterating, I guess, at this point. I would say the iPad is a solid device from Apple, and hopefully you guys enjoy that. Again, this is not really a review. It's kind of just toying around with the product and taking a look at it. If you have any questions, any comments, let us know. So again, this is Thundy from Booredatwork saying thank you and always enjoy entertainment.